So tasks are a really important part in real estate, and managing and maintaining all the various tasks and items you have to do are important. So let's talk about kind of 5 different apps that I would recommend, or my opinions on them that I have used, because I've literally tried them all. So we're going to break that down here in this video. By the way, my name's Chad Leonberg, and if you'd like to know how I've helped hundreds of agents scale their real estate business to 6 figures and beyond using our Shark Partner program and all of the strategies we use, feel free to hit me up at the contact info below. All right, so the first one is Todoist. It's like to-do list, but without the L. This is a really simple app. I would say this one should be used for anybody that likes simplicity, but also is versatile. Like, you can do task lists, you can assign it in a team setting or with an admin, you can assign tasks to certain people, so it works well with multiple users. It also has the ability to do not just task lists, but Kanban style, different views basically. And it's very versatile app. Between app, desktop, browser, it's really versatile. So this is one of the cleanest and simplest and versatile ones. It's very highly recommended. I've used it for years. I definitely recommend Todoist for somebody that wants to cut the BS and just wants something that does pretty much everything, but in a simple way. All right, so the second one is Trello. I'm not personally a big fan of Kanban, or going like to do, doing, and done. If you didn't know what that looks like, but Trello is very well liked. A ton of people use Trello. It's never jived well with me. I never really liked it. But Trello is definitely recommended. There's people that aren't me that like it a lot, that use it and do very well with it. So I would recommend Trello. Just didn't fit my vibe because I don't like to do, doing, and done as much. I like more of a straight up task list. By the way, if you stick around to the end, I'll show you the one that we're using to manage my team that sells 100 homes a year, as well as my multiple businesses in real estate. The third is Monday.com. Monday.com, I saw their ads. They have really good marketing for years, and I avoided it for a long time. I went into a deep dive with it for a bit, and I'll tell you what I learned. It's basically like running a spreadsheet like Google Sheets or Excel with task formats, like a smart spreadsheet. It's not like just a plain spreadsheet. It is a good task system, very customizable and very automatable. There's a lot of automations you can put, even to the point where you can create a form. And when that form is filled out, it puts a task. Each of the forms that were filled become a column in your task list. So Monday.com was a big surprise for me. I really liked it, and the automations and triggers that you can do with it are intense. So if you're super nerdy about that, it's a lot to program and do, but it could simplify and automate your workflow very easily. The fourth, and probably the easiest one to do, is your built-in phone reminder app. Whether you're on an iPhone and you use Apple Reminders, or you're on Google or Android and you use the Tasks app on there. So both of these are directly integrated with your voice assistant. A couple of the other apps like Todoist we mentioned, for example, it can be integrated with your voice assistant, but you normally have to say 2 things to trigger it. As opposed to your built-in phone, it's going to work. Remind me to do this Monday at 7. Right? It's really easy. And I've lived by this for a very long time. It's what I just recently switched from. The big problem with this is it's really only doable for just you, and this is why I had to leave it. I still use it to manage and keep myself accountable to things I personally need to do, but I run a team, I run a partner program, I have a CRM, I have a lot of different partners and businesses that I work with, so I can't keep something just on my ecosystem and not assigning it to other people and them to me. So that's why I ultimately didn't stay with it. But this is probably the best for a solo agent because it's built in already to what you're using. So, and if say you're on iPhone and you have a Mac, it would sync there. And if you're on Android and you put it there, it will sync to your Gmail. Google has the tasks in your Gmail on the browser as well. So definitely really easy and works really well with voice assistants. Even when I use another task system, I've always had some form of my internal reminders to remember even personal things. So the fifth one, and it's kind of new that we've been using, is Google Spaces. I really like the simplicity of it, plus that it's tied into Gmail. So basically, if you go into Gmail, there's a chat section, and in there, there's a spaces section. So with spaces, what we did was we created a space for all the different businesses we run, or in your case, it could even be buyers, sellings, closings, or something like that. But in each of these spaces, it's a chat like Slack or any of those apps, or Discord, but it's a chat, so you can have your group in there with So there's chat, there's tasks, and there's then the documents. And it also links up with Google Docs, slides, sheets, all that good stuff. We're very Google Workspace heavy. We really use a lot of Google Docs. I always have, no matter what other platforms I use. I've always used Google Docs because it's just simple and easy in my opinion. So I really like this. I really like the ability to have the chat and to assign tasks from there. And then it's right in my Gmail, which I use every day. So Google Spaces is what I ultimately used, and it was kind of a hidden one that I didn't even know about. So definitely suggest Google Spaces because it's been a huge part of our business. So tell me in the comments what you use below, or if you're going to switch after watching this video and try something. I'm somebody that loves the shiny new objects, so don't go too crazy. And if you need to get back to lead generation and not just task management, we have a free masterclass in the description below where you can see how we build a 6-figure funnel using Facebook. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope this video was valuable and helpful to you to help you manage the millions of tasks that we get as a real estate agent between closing, lead generation, and marketing. So thanks for tuning in on this video. I hope it helped level you up or helped give you a quick hack to succeed in real estate and you build and scale your business. And I will see you at the top.